Hi Collective, welcome back to Ninth House Intuition. If you're here for part 2 of this reading, you've probably checked out part 1, which is over on my Instagram, okay? If you haven't checked out part 1, this is part 2, so you need to go and check that out. Link is in the bio on how to get to that. So first of all, I'd like to say, I did part 1 and part 2 back to back, right? But when I went to edit part 2, it was glitchy. It was glitchy AF. Really bad. Like, you couldn't really understand what I was like, the storyline. I only noticed this a couple of days ago, so it's delayed me putting out part 1, which you won't even notice. But what you will notice is I'm wearing new clothes. That's because it's a different day. So I've tapped into the energy from part 1, which is all about gaslighting. So whether you're being gaslighted, or an energy was coming through of you gaslighting yourself as well, was a possibility. I'm hoping this is the same energy. I mean, the cards look different. I haven't used the same oracle decks per se, but I hope the message is the same. The one that I recorded was predominantly about somebody who was gaslighting themselves, putting something off, telling themselves something would be okay, they'd get to it when they get to it, really talking themselves out of the situation. There were a lot of blocks in that energy, and the blocks were coming from somebody's wishful thinking. So let's get into this, because this don't look the same to me, but let's have a look. So I'd have pulled some oracle cards just to get some context, and ultimately we are talking about a spiritual connection here. Could be a soulmate. It looks like a soulmate, a soul contract of some sort. A caring connection is here with contract, okay? That always came out together. That always, or was it back to back? One of them always screams soulmate or spiritual connection here for me. Oh, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, guys, especially if this is resonating with you. And then to clarify caring connections, we've got sudden wealth. So this is quite an abundant connection. Now this doesn't have to be a connection that you're already in, because I don't really see that necessarily. This is more so coming into contact with a connection with poverty here, to clarify contract, a connection with somebody who you've been at a distance from. It could be someone who you know and you just haven't spoke to for a while, or it could be somebody you've never even met, okay? And with contract and poverty here, this is an energy of you guys have a pre-existing soul contract to come together in this lifetime. Again, doesn't have to be romantic, although I feel like it kind of is for the majority of people here. But this is something that has yet to come together, so this could be something that you are on the precipice of, okay? And then we've got magician in the mirror, okay, which is all about manifestation, using all the tools that you have. It reminds me of the magician in the tarot, using all the tools to alchemize what it is that you are wanting to manifest. And what came out to clarify that is great fortune. So this is like manifestations coming to fruition. And then this is what we got. 4th chakra, so that's your heart chakra, Archangel Raphael. And so this is all about your heart chakra opening, tapping into that heart energy, feeling your heart chakra kind of crack open a little bit. And when I've clarified that, I've got false person. So this is where the gaslighting might be coming in here, because I'm pretty sure I got false person in the last time as well when I recorded. So this is somebody who, clarifying the fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael, this is somebody who may be in denial, or straight up wearing a mask, lying, being deceptive about something that they are feeling in their heart space, about a contract, feeling something, a spiritual contract, about something that they are experiencing in their heart space around this connection. This could be something where, if it's a new person, this could be something where somebody is completely caught off guard by coming into contact with, having the first openings of their heart chakra, or reopenings, I'm hearing as well for some people, if they've been through some kind of difficulty. It's where they're experiencing that and they're in denial. It completely caught them off guard. And for others of you, this is somebody that you may know already, who is gaslighting themselves, or gaslighting you around how they truly feel about this connection. They're also gaslighting themselves, or you could be the person gaslighting somebody else, okay? Although I don't feel like that's the energy, but you could be gaslighting yourself around the fact that you know that this connection is a significant one here with sudden wealth and caring connections, that this is a significant connection, that this is something more than just the usual. Yeah, this is someone who is wishful thinking. It's a little bit of a daydream energy. This is somebody who it's giving the impression of, they're thinking too far ahead, too far in the future, and they're thinking, I don't want to get hurt, or something along those lines, or in order to not get hurt, this is how I'm going to go about things. This is an energy of wearing a mask. This is an energy of thief energy here. This is somebody where they feel like they need to protect themselves, to protect their heart in some way, not reveal certain things, not let on certain things, okay? Finances could be involved for some people, or there could be some kind of thing where somebody, this could be like a either finance or business situation that suddenly takes somebody by surprise and starts to feel a different way, a romantic way or whatever else. But ultimately, what they were there for, or what you were there for, was something to do with finances or business or something like that. It's giving the impression that it caught somebody off guard. So, with that being said, let's get into some tarot, okay, for this part 2. So, can you show me the energy of the gaslighter, Spirit? Let's get straight into that. The energy here of the person who is doing the gaslighting. So whether they're gaslighting themselves or they're trying to gaslight the other person. Show me the energy here of the gaslighter, please, Spirit. Oh, Six of Swords. Okay. Let's get some more on that. I feel like this is somebody that was moving away from a chaotic time in their lives at the moment. Tell me more about the gaslighter here. Tell me more about the gaslighter's energy, Spirit. Thank you. The gaslighter's energy. Ooh, Ten of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. Okay, this is somebody who either sees a good investment and wants to make an offer, okay? Now, with the Pentacles here, this could be literally finances, business, money. It represents a substantial investment. But with sudden wealth here representing the caring connections as well, the Ten of Pentacles can actually mean like a long-term abundant situation, a connection. Page of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles for this gaslighter's energy. The Emperor. Okay, so whether you identify as the masculine in this situation, or whether the masculine is someone that you're not aware of, this is the gaslighter. But with the Emperor, this is somebody who is could be a father figure, could be a boss, a leader in some regard. To be honest, I feel like this is somebody who is moving out of some kind of chaotic time they've experienced and really putting their life back together, really getting organised, getting straight around what they want in life, what they're looking for. This is somebody who has a lot of control, a lot of self-control, a lot of self-discipline. This is someone who's being proactive around what it is that they want. They're being very proactive and very intentional about where they put their energy. They're focused on whatever it is that they want here. And I feel like they do want something long term. Knight of Wands crossing. I feel like they may come across as someone who is a little bit more unstable, unreliable. Someone who they're not going to come across as the Emperor. Could be a fire sign that you're dealing with, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. But yeah, they're going to come across somebody a little bit unstable, a bit over passionate, not very serious energy. Tell me more about the gaslighter. The Six of Cups. Why is the Six of Cups here? Why is the Six of Cups here? The gaslighter's energy. Why is the Six of Cups here? The Three of Pentacles. It might feel, this could be somebody that you know. It could be like a friend of a friend, okay, like 2 degrees of separation kind of energy. It could also be somebody that you know from a past project, or you've been on the same team in some regard before, you've worked together before in some regard. Anything else here about the gaslighter's energy, Spirit, in regards to this reading? The Page of Swords. They could have been watching you for a long time, or at least doing their research. And if it's not that, they're coming in, their energy seems unstable or unreliable or whatever else. It feels that way because they're kind of not hedging their bets, but they're kind of gauging the temperature checking. They're gauging the energy. They're gauging you. How are you going to respond? What do you respond to in some regard? And show me the other person's energy here, Spirit. The Lover's card at the bottom of the deck. Show me the other person's energy here outside of the Emperor. The Wheel of Fortune crossing. The Ten of Wands. The Hierophant. There's a few cards here. Hierophant, Knight of Swords, and the Fool card. I think you think a little bit wiser. You feel like this person is either they're too quick, they're rushing you, or you feel like you won't be rushed. Okay, you know better. Hierophant could be a Taurus energy. You could be a Taurus placement, but you don't have to be. The Hierophant is somebody who has learned a lot, very experienced, very knowledgeable, very mature as well. And it's what follows this is the Knight of Swords and the Full card. This is something where you are using common sense and experience to kind of also temperature check, okay, but also instead of wanting to move forward impulsively or without really considering the consequences, which may have been how you were in the past, this is you actually kind of saying to yourself, pause, let's not rush, let's actually look and see what's going on here and not be led by excitement or led by impulsivity, or let me not take the lead in conversation, I feel like this is something you may be feeling like you would like to do, or that's something that's very natural to you. You could have a Gemini placement or an air sign placement, um, or yeah, Aquarius placement as well. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so you know better now. The Wheel of Fortune crossing and the Ten of Wands, which kind of came out crossing. You don't know if this is actually your manifestation. You don't know if this is good timing. You feel like you may have a lot on your plate, Ten of Wands, or this could add to your, whatever it is that you're dealing with, and it's just like, is this actually worth it? Kind of energy. Show me what the gaslighting is then, Spirit, because let's see. It could be that you're both gaslighting a little bit each other. Not each other. Separate. You're gaslighting yourselves in this situation. What is the gaslighting here in the Spirit, please? The Nine of Swords. Yeah. Okay. Tell me more about the gaslighting, the High Priestess, because you're not listening to your intuition, and the Eight of Wands. Oh God. Tell me more about the gaslighting, please, Spirit. Show me the gaslighting. The Ten of Cups. Yeah. This is someone who is stressing and thinking hindsight, okay, 2020, after the fact. This is somebody with Nine of Swords and the High Priestess who is in regret about something that they knew was something, a spiritual connection or an intuitive nudge. It's also this somebody who refused to really speak on something, whether it's, I don't really get speak on how they feel, but this is somebody who feels like they, with the Eight of Wands followed by the High Priestess, there was probably a lot to say, but not enough was actually said. Can't even see. There we go. Not enough was said. This is somebody thinking like, did I say enough? Was I too quiet? Did I like, this is like, I feel like in the moment, whenever the moment is, I feel like it catches you both off guard so much that you really feel like in hindsight that you may have missed an opportunity. There's something about in the moment here where you feel like you have played yourself in some way. You got the Ten of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. Again, because you know that this is a great opportunity. It's something that you've probably been aware of with the High Priestess here. This is like the opportunity for abundance, for happiness. I mean, with caring connections here with the Oracle cards, it's the opportunity for, like, happy family scenario, a stable relationship. It could be like a blended family as well for some of you. I feel like with the gaslighting as well, it feels like the gaslighting comes in because there's something about this that you don't see. So there's this hindsight of, did I say enough? Was I too quiet? Was I too mysterious? Or, did I do enough? With the Nine of Swords worrying. But with the High Priestess, there's still a bit of this that you don't quite see, understand. And I feel like this is coming off both parties, okay? Tell me more about this High Priestess, please, Spirit. Three of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. Did I do enough? This is somebody who feels like, did I do enough? The Seven of Pentacles is like, is it enough? Do I wait here longer? Did I invest enough? The Three of Swords is like, heartbreak, worry, stress, disappointment, feeling like you didn't do enough. You were too quiet. You didn't listen to your intuition. That's what you feel like. It's not necessarily the truth. Do they collectively need to worry about this? I don't feel like you do, because what you don't see is the Ten of Cups and the Ace of Cups. I feel like the seed has been planted, the idea has been planted, something. Tell me about this High Priestess here. The Four of Pentacles reversed. I feel like someone's done enough here, and the other party is giving it thought enough to invest some energy into this, to start to not hold back. It's enough for the other party to think, okay, right, I could take a risk, or I could give a little bit more, or I could release some more energy, give more energy to this in some way. I feel like somebody is listening to their intuition. Yeah, I feel like you're not going to see it coming though. Yeah, this could be with a mature, well, definitely with a mature man, because the Emperor is here and that is a mature man. But mature man is actually at the bottom of the deck as well here, which is also number 5, which I also associate with the Hierophant. So could be 2 mature men as well. Let me know in the comments if that is your energy. Is there anything else we need to know here, Spirit, about this gaslighting? I do feel like, I'm trying to remember the other reading the other day, and I do feel like this is a slightly different energy. I wasn't necessarily picking up a connection, although it could have been about a connection, for sure, but I wasn't really picking that up prominently. Anything else? The Seven of Swords. Why is the Seven of Swords here? Why is the Seven of Swords here? The Nine of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. Okay, this is somebody who's... they are giving... What are they? Why is the Seven of Swords here? What are they giving? Six of Pentacles. To look at these cards, it doesn't seem like a stingy energy, but I'm just getting stingy energy here. I guess it's not, because the 9 and the 6, that leaves 3 Pentacles. What is the 6 Pentacles here? What is the 6 Pentacles? The Hanged Man. Okay, so I feel like if you feel like you haven't done enough in this conversation, interaction, whatever it is, there could be a slight delay, but ultimately somebody does decide to be either reciprocal or to just give more energy to the situation. Nine of Pentacles. I feel like they saw you in quite a high light. They saw you as quite balanced. They saw you as quite restrained, possibly. Why is that here? Clarify the Five of Wands and the Devil card. For the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, yeah. I could be talking to a feminine energy that is thinking, did I do enough? You may feel, or you may have come across as somebody who is quite highly regarded, quite balanced in your energy, quite grounded, attractive, or someone who is quite courageous. You may come across as somebody who either is quite competitive or has a lot of competition. Clarify the Five of Wands, please, Spirit. The Ace of Swords, crossing. You may have come across as somebody who very very courageous and grounded and independent, or single, whatever that is, quite balanced, but somebody who you can be argumentative, but I don't feel like and this could be what happens directly in the situation, at the time of meeting, or with this person directly, or somebody, it could be in a group setting, because the Three of Pentacles is here. But this is an energy here of, you could come across quite either argumentative or competitive, but you're somebody who speaks with clarity and somebody who speaks with truth. Why is the Seven of Swords here then? Seven of Swords. Why is the Seven of Swords here? Page of Wands reversed. Clarify the Seven of Swords and the Page of Wands reversed. You may come across as somebody who either has lots of opportunities, has yet to make a decision on something. There could be a situation here where you're offered something from this person and you have the upper hand in some way. It's like you're the one with the skills, you're the one with the structure, the stability, the foundations. If you're worried about giving an answer on something, or just trying to find some clarity on something, you just need to remember that it looks as though with the Nine of Pentacles that you hold all the cards. You're the one with the status here. And also a warning that with the Seven of Swords clarified by the Page of Wands reversed and the Seven of Cups, If you're confused about giving an answer or giving a response, and you feel like this with the Seven of Swords is some kind of strategy, like, Page of Wands reversed, by not giving any kind of answer, Ace of Swords crossing it, by not giving any kind of response, communication, actually, I'm being strategic, just be warned. Seven of Cups, Two of Wands, you're making a decision by trying to be so strategic. It might not be the decision that you want. Let's clarify that. What is the Seven of Cups and the Two of Wands? Eight of Pentacles. Clarify. Okay. Okay, so it might be that whatever this is, your strategy may be to either turn something down or to say no to something or not respond to something and just figure it out on your own, find the solution and the answer on your own. That is what you are thinking, okay? I mean, Nine of Pentacles here, you are the one that holds the cards. But with the Eight of Pentacles, the Strength card, the Four of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles, I do feel like you are just going to try and make something happen on your own. Put all your pentacles in your own basket, invest in yourself in some way, some kind of consistent hard work, because you're just not happy with actually what you're being offered. But at the bottom of the deck, you've got the Death card, the Two of Cups, and the Magician card with the King of Swords. I feel like through choosing you, or through choosing to go it alone, or not choosing this offer, maybe there's something that you feel is like not on the up and up, okay, not quite clear. And this could be the bit of the gaslighting as well. But I feel like you choose to just work on yourself, do your own thing. But in doing so, you create some kind of end, a complete end to a situation, but also a rebirth and a beginning here with the Two of Cups and the Magician. This is like your your manifestations coming to fruition. The Two of Cups could be the caring partnership, which could be a business partnership as well. You're bringing something into fruition through not tolerating or not settling for something, because it seems like you're the one with the skills, Queen of Wands, you're the one with the foundation, the structure, the grounding, Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, you're the one with the upper hand, Seven of Swords, you're the one with other options, strategy. So, yeah, if you feel like you're being gaslit, you've got options, first of all. But what this is going to do for you for not choosing to invest in somebody's offer or something like this, this is going to cause something to basically transform. This offer could be transformed, or this could be something else coming in. But this is a manifestation finally coming through because you bet on yourself ultimately. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there, collective. A completely different reading to the one that that I already recorded for part 2, but I hope it resonates anyway. It's very specific. So I'm going to leave it there. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Check out Instagram for part 1 of the next reading, and I'll see you in the next one.